Hey there, sexy souls. Welcome to Weird and Woo Woo, where we are all weird and we get a little woo woo. Alrighty. So, today's energy felt a bit heavy. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Let me make sure that we're good. I feel like we're good. Just kind of like, there. Is that good? Okay. And yeah, it just felt pretty heavy. And I just kept getting variations of, gosh, I jumped in. Let me just remind everybody, okay? We never try to Cinderella this stuff to make it fit, okay? So if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. You shouldn't have to do mental gymnastics. Sometimes we might go, oh, with a particular aspect, but if it isn't yours, it's not yours, and that's okay. All right? I can't read for all 7 billion people on the earth at the exact same time. Like, not everybody's situation, circumstance, and energy surrounding something is the same. So it's all good. It's all good. On that note, it was feeling a bit, it was heavy, and like my heart felt like it wanted to cry, or like it was sad. And all I kept getting was it all lies or illusions? And I also heard false promises, empty promises. And, you know, I know yesterday we talked a little bit about the inner child feeling like it always ends up in a loss. Or it was the day before, actually, not yesterday. The day before on one of the lives. And so it was one of those things where it felt a little bit like there's a questioning going on, right? Of always ending up back at the point of disappointment. You know what I mean? Putting faith in something and it just falling through. And I remember talking about somebody's body, like creating a safeguard against something, you know, like it holding on to the trauma, the memories. And so, yeah, that's a little bit where it was like, and it was like trying to protect the inner child. Like, like something about if your health was compromised, or if your health was something, like if the body held on to the memories, then the history wouldn't repeat itself. Like, you wouldn't try to go for something that would only disappoint you. Like, let's not try, it felt like more like, let's not try to think about or believe anything that requires hope or faith, or, you know, that kind of thing. And so this kind of feels, it's in the same vein, like that like it reminds me of the idea of how hurt your inner child can be at, you know, like when a child is at the first, has all these magical, wondrous beliefs that lack boundaries and no inhibitions type of situation, and it's like the first time they realize something that's like a desire or a dream or something that they believed that gave them excitement and hope was false, was not real, and the level of sadness and pain that creates, right? And then it's like a cascade of questioning everything after that, right? And it isn't always necessarily perpetrated by an adult. Sometimes they come to their own conclusion that something that they believed isn't really real. Or something that they desired isn't even possible. You know, like my son constantly says he wants to be Spider-Man one day. And I'm like, you know, I mean, we talk about all kinds of things of like, I was like, you know, maybe not in this universe, but I bet there's Spider-Man there in other dimensions. And I want him to have the understanding capacity of other dimensions and things, you know. And so just because something isn't probable within this existence doesn't mean it's not probable with, you know what I mean? So it's something to that degree, like either feeling really stupid because you believed something and you're like, oh my gosh, it wasn't even fucking real. Or you feel as if you were promised something that wasn't even real. So yeah, and I know we all have experienced that. and feeling stupid because you believed the lies. And like, so it just feels like in an emotional state, somebody is asking those types of questions of themselves or of spirit, you know, like, was it, somebody felt very confident about something, but feels deceived. And it would seem as if it's like there's either a revelation that something never was or something could never be. And so like, why was I promised or given something? This is also giving me the energy of possibly somebody who, now there's so many scenarios where this could fit, right? My chair is chiming in big time. It's been a long time, and now it is like every little freaking, I don't know. And no, this type of chair, it's old school. It actually is old. It's from the 70s, and its mechanism on it isn't something where it'll stop squeaking because of oil. It just won't, the way that the mechanism is worked up. So anyways, yeah, it just feels like, even like for some people, it may be like, even if there are humans involved in this scenario or whatever, it's like, even if I, as a human, believe something that isn't real, you know, why didn't you tell me? It's almost like spirit allowed me to go down a garden path. Kind of like a child would, you know, like some get very upset at the, can, you know, get upset at the idea or notion of their, you know, like certain figures, like fictional figures not being real and realizing that they're not real. It's like, why would you let me believe it for so long, kind of thing? Like, why would you even allow me to? Because it feels very deceitful, right? And that's where I feel like the energy goes into not wanting to believe anything. And it feels a little bit like embarrassing. Like somebody's just, even if nobody else knows about this, like I'm embarrassed of myself. Kind of a situation is what it feels like. Woo! I almost want to get like emotional. So let's dig in. That was a lot. Oh, Madame Endor's fortune telling deck. Bright new prospects are on the horizon, and imagination clouds your judgment. Darkness looms on the horizon. This gives me the energy of feeling like nothing is real. Because I see the raven perched on the skull, on the crown chakra. And it's almost as if it's the idea of, because the raven represents spiritual messages being received, right? Through the crown, downloads. And they're giving me the image of somebody like standing on their back deck, where maybe within the first 10 feet, 20 feet of the deck, it's seemingly clear. There might be a mist, but anything beyond that has a very dense fog. And it's almost as if it's like, it has an ominous feeling, but I'm not so certain that it's like darkness, like something that's going to consume you, or something like, it's like not like a negative tower moment type of darkness is what it feels like. But but we'll get into it, okay? Because flanking it, the two middle cards, right? I feel like the imagination clouding your judgment is almost forcing somebody to feel as if something very detrimental is coming for them. Like, how could I fall for this? Is what it feels like. How could I fall for that? And now that someone's like realizing, like, or feeling like they're realizing that it was an illusion. It's like there comes that question: was it a lie or an illusion? Like did you deceive me or did I deceive myself? And the imagination clouding the judgment feels more like, with these downloads, like the idea and notion that somehow something would happen, like whether it's being told to you by somebody else, or you know, you're filling in the gaps, or you feel like you've received guidance on something, and then, you know, how your mind can kind of like jump into that and then add little details to it of what that's going to look like, or how it should unfold, or even just how it should feel. Like the idea, like something is going to happen, and oh, so it'll just be smooth sailing, and it's like, that was never told. You know, like, so there's a little bit of like, and then I feel like a little bit of catastrophizing a bit, right? I don't think that you even know just yet that whether there's something was a truth or a lie. You are just assuming it. There might be an assumption because of the inability to see something other than what's right in front of you. Like, maybe there's just so much more to the situation or circumstance than what you could possibly imagine, right? And so your imagination, like when things are left to the imagination, you know what I mean? It can play tricks on you. So imagination may cloud your judgment, meaning that you're seeing it more negative than what it is, right? Your ego is going to fill in the blanks and see it more negative than what it is, and it is giving you this doomsday feeling. Bright new prospects on the horizon and honor and good luck are flanking this. So let's find out what's real, what's not, okay? We're going to pull, dude, they just said Starman Tarot, but they want they want this. I'm like, I guess that's their way of saying, and next would be Starman Tarot. It's like, okay. But this is the Fallen Angel Oracle. Good Lord. I think somebody is just seeing how something, like, it just, I don't know, like, I feel as if somebody feels lied to, deceived, and almost like more, like there's a heavy question of, did I do this to myself? Was I that stupid? And as a result of that, it's like, oh my God, everything was, and so I've been making decisions on a lie. I've been moving forward on a lie. I've probably fucked myself over. I've probably set myself up to be in this situation, and it's, you know, like I don't know how to get out of it. You know what I mean? Because it feels very impactful, like something that would, like something that you hinged things on. So whatever you're questioning is something you hinge decisions and movements in your life, and something you yourself kept projecting into the future. And so, you know, it guided you in a way. And it's like, there's something that's occurred that made you feel like it's not real. And now you're like, holy shit, what did I do? Transformation and evaluation. Things are undergoing a major change. they're giving me this feeling of it's only natural to do this. Like, I feel like it's a scan back, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like you're looking out your deck, right? And you're like, it has this ominous feel to it, and it's misty, there's no sun, and the dense fog is really closing in, and you're kind of like, you know, it has that feeling of, oh shit, where did I go wrong? That might be where the questioning is. And they're acting as if this is a natural part of any transformation. I think the person wants to know, were they right? Refreshment? How do we got alligator on the refreshment? And honesty. I do think that it's a like, I don't know why they're giving it to me like this, but it's refreshing to see things clearly, to be brutally honest with oneself. Okay, we're not done. Why? It's like, just level with me. Ooh, upheaval. We have a dragon. History. Again, we're talking about what you're so used to. You are so used to a history of upheaval, a history of things not going right, of having faith in something or belief in something or trying for something and it not panning out. And the pattern has just been repeated too many times. And I think that is the reason why, like, a transformation is happening in order to be able to break this cycle, right? Like, this transformation, and a part of it is reevaluating. If I am in the same scenario over and over again, what part did I play? And while the scenarios may be different, the fact that you find yourself in the same end result. And so it's just natural to kind of like I want to know the truth. Honesty. I want to know the truth. Like, it's like one of those moments where you are ready to hear something, even if it hurts you. Was I lied to, or did I fool myself? I want to pull some cards. I want to know more about the refreshment, and then we're going to get into serendipity. And here's the other thing. I feel like somebody had some serendipitous events or things happen, because they're just showing me this, right? That led one to believe, oh, this is very, very true. Like, you were, like, it only aided you in believing this, right? Okay, so I pulled that out because we are going to get to these. Honor and good luck. Because I think somebody feels like things are just not going to go good. They're only going to get worse because of, and they're feeling responsible and feeling dumb for believing something. Ooh, I got a mouthful of cayenne there. Refreshment. We want to know a little bit about refreshment. Okay, now we're going to move on to Starman Tarot. Let me make sure that this has still got good. Okay, we're still seeing. Like, sometimes I wonder about my, you know what I mean? I always measure and I watch my hands and before to make sure my screen is whatever. But good gosh, can I just tell you that I get to go and I'm like, wait a minute. Am I in the right place? Are the cards... All right, hold on, guys. I know that sometimes if I twist this fucking thing, I know it's one of those chairs that if you twist, it gets higher. And that actually gets it out of the squeaky part. Can I be honest with you though? I don't feel it getting higher, but I can tell it does. So when I'm sitting, okay. Yep. It's one of those weird ones. I mean, it's got a little bit of something, but it's not that super high-pitched squeak. Okay. I know somebody out there was like, oh my God, like fingernails down a chalkboard. I want to know about this refreshment. I think that it's like, I just want brutal honesty. That's what it is. Like, it would be refreshing just to know 100% the fucking truth. Like, I just don't want candy-coated shit. Okay? Like, I don't want, but it's a, I just, like, tell me. Like, this is the one moment Spirit has where it's like, you can tell me how fucking stupid I was. You can tell me how delusional and delulu, like, just fucking tell me. Because I think somebody is really believing this. But they're also feeling duped. It's weird. It's like, is it, again, it's that, did you or did I dupe myself? And I feel like somebody's saying both, but somebody's also feeling very much so like, no, it's one or the other. Because then you didn't dupe yourself. If something was legitimately sold to you as fact and honesty and truth, and you feel like it was, sorry, I'm fixing up one of my I had a feather that was about to fall. Like even if it was like Spirit, was this really something that was supposed to happen and then things just fell through? Because that would make me feel better about my own intuition, about seeing the synchronicities, about believing in something. But it was never true. Like, it's one thing when things change, but it's like, am I just constantly believing lies, or is it not? Like, I feel like somebody feels it's either or. I'm getting lost in the sauce, guys. Not really, because it's helping somebody process. I feel like saying we have the sacred clown, which is like the Fool. It is like doing something damned the consequences, so to speak. Like being brave enough and courageous enough to do that, to believe something, to go there. And sometimes the Fool and positively aspected is like the willingness to try. Negatively, it could be literally what the card is, being a fool. Reckless. Not paying attention to the signs, right? And the Ace of Wands feels like, I honest to God, it's like, I feel like it's the fire that burns away it's the light in the dark, right? It burns away all the deception in order to address. Like, yeah, somebody's like, I'm moving forward. This is a new beginning for me where I see things clear, where the light is brought to the dark, so that I don't have this mental anguish anymore. Five of Swords is just, it can be anything from deception to, like, I feel like a mental distraughtness. That's totally a word. Okay, guys. Okay. So what's refreshment? I feel like somebody's burning that down. Like they want to be rid of any delusions or illusions moving forward. And so that's where they're coming to this place. And I guess that's why they're saying this is a natural part of this transformation, right? Is that evaluation. Coming back home to the self. To what's real. That's what the alien represents. Okay. So let's talk then, Spirit, about bright new horizons, bright new prospects, and honor and good luck. Because somebody's feeling like a very doom and gloom and an ominous energy, and it's only going to get worse. We have the Empress, full of potential, full of opportunity. You know, you're not limited in this situation. Starman, which is the Magician, and the Prince of Swords. Knight of Swords. There's a level of finality to something and change. Like when I tell you, I'm looking at the dynamite like, blow this motherfucker down. That's what that Ace of Wands felt like. That fire is going to just burn through. It's almost like that, you know, like a controlled burn where it's intentional to get rid of any of the things, any of the pests and things and to create a fertile land where it won't be ravaged by fires. Like that's really how you prevent a lot of these massive fires, is the intentional controlled burns periodically at the right precise time, right? And it's like, before I take one step forward, I'm going to know the truth. I just need to know it, even if it's painful. I want to know, because I feel like you feel as if you were lied to, it's painful, and if you deceived yourself, it's painful. So you're like, just fucking tell me. Like, you have a lot that you are about to bring into your life. There's a lot coming in. The Magician is just having the capacity, like, being able to make shit happen. Empress is sometimes like that gestation. And I think that's the change that's about to happen here. The Prince of Swords. Instead of living in the potential of something, you begin to make shit happen. Things begin to happen and manifest. That's the major change. That's a lot. I'm not doing a book. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. I'm going to... Hold on, guys. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Seven of Swords. You feel deceived. You don't want to be deceived by anybody, and you don't want to deceive yourself. Okay. Why are we hashing this one back out again? All these eyes make me feel like you're really scrutinizing this. Like, I'm not moving forward until I have an answer to this. You feel as... This just feels like sabotage. This kept you from having this abundance. The Empress, not ever getting to the place of giving birth to it. And you're like, there has to be a reason. Either I was lied to, or I've lied to myself. Something would have come to fruition. Should I have always been, like, should I have done other things to make something happen? Was I waiting for something magical to come through? Was I just sitting on my throne? Imagining things? Because the Empress is all about creativity, the feminine energy, you know, creativity, like the imagination, the field of possibilities. Was I just imagining something? The Seven of Swords, because you feel fucking left behind, left out. Five of Pentacles, without. I think you feel like Five of Pentacles reminds me of the lowest within your world. Like, you know, like the lowest that your life could look or get to you. Like, something has led me to this place. And now I just don't know what to do. Four of Pentacles. What is going on with the fucking cards? Jesus Christ. We're going to take the two that landed on right here. Eight of Wands and the Emperor. They landed reverse. Oh, I guess my chair didn't do such a good job. As it jumped out. And it's like, I just feel like the idea is... I don't know why I get the feeling of wanting to take control back. And that is the need for this truth. Funny, I want so very badly to focus on the good luck, the honor and good luck, right? And the bright new hot prospects that are going to be on the horizon. And it's kind of like, but what is this? Because the Eight of Wands comes before the Emperor, which is exceptional fast movement. Let's pull a different deck. Why this chair getting on my nerve? I'll have to get my other one. New Era Elements. Please talk to me about the Eight of Wands and the Emperor. I can't get away from the energy of taking control. Emperor doesn't wait for shit. He makes shit happen. He's like, come hell or high water. He like, I feel like he is like, the Magician is the effort and the will and the mastery over something, whereas the Emperor is the building of something, the taking control and the making it so. And having authority over something. Destruction. I need to understand this combination here a little bit better. What are you trying to say by it, please? Okay. Gotta stand up. You know, Strength card is about gaining control back over the monster within. It likes to rear its head. Likes to be louder than everything else. Ten of Swords is the idea of surrender to how bad things got. And you go from the 10 to the Ace, so you're looking for the truth. You're looking for clarity. You're looking for that element that will help you to clear the path to move forward, to get out of this destructive feeling. And then we have the Ace of Fire. And I know that the Ace of Wands has something to do with the 8 of Wands. I don't understand what you're trying to say, Spirit, because it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like we're rehashing. They know where they're at. They understand what they're feeling. They understand, but they're seeking clarity and just truth and straight the fuck up honesty. And you keep talking about how they feel instead of giving them an answer. This doesn't feel like an answer to me whatsoever. And I know that you want to talk about speed. We have the 3 of Wands, which I think are those bright new prospects that are on the horizon that seem to be the match for you, in alignment with you. Something that is right for you. Things coming into your life that are for you. And it could strictly be, because this 8 of Wands, as you notice, they all have their target. They're all landing. They're all coming in with direct focus, speed. They all have a specific place. And they're coming from the etheric. And the 8 of Wands is the idea of spirit moving something. And that's why there's speed. And it's like a need to put you back in control of your life and your creating, your creation. And so there's things, opportunities meant to come in so that you can find what's in alignment and your niche. I always tell you the star card's about finding your niche, finding your home. On the split, we have passion and focus and follow through and determination and victory. When can they expect this? These opportunities? Because right now, all they see are bad things on the horizon. It feels, you know, and this goes beyond, I feel like, oh, you know, this is, I feel like this is beyond, there's more going on than meets the eye. And it's like, and And like there's not a belief that something other than what they see is going to be, because they're like, either you lie to me or I lie to myself. I need to know fucking which one. Like, that is like such a major energy right now. And it's heartbreaking. It's fucking heartbreaking. So we have news of an exciting new endeavor and sudden type of events that need your attention. Time is going to be of the essence, and think things through carefully. All of those feel, it's the Knight of Wands. So there is some level of speed with something. We had the Eight of Wands. And it feels like coming in quickly, as much as it is you needing to act on it quickly. And then this is trusting the situation, because the King of Cups really talks about what do I trust? What do I invest in? And it's like you don't know. You don't know. It's like, what? I just like, it's I feel like you just need the answer. Like, Spirit, I need the fucking answer. I need to know. Was it me? Or was it them? Or was it you? Or is like, where did the like, because you are so dead convinced it's not anything else. And it's like, you want that so desperately resolved and answered before you ever consider something like this, which is the reason why I feel as if like these two things are smack in the middle of this. Like, it's the thing disrupting it. You know what I mean? Cutting in the middle, getting in the way. Bright new prospects on the horizon and having good luck is kind of like being overshadowed and tainted by, and that's why the imagination clouds your judgment. It's like, I can't make decisions until I know. And it's not even like, I don't even feel like you're going to say like, oh, well, if it was me, then I can't trust myself. I think you're just like, I can't move forward without knowing the truth. Remember the honesty. There's a card for honesty that came out. I just heard, I'm done lying to myself. And I feel like somebody feels either way, they lie to themselves, because if they believed somebody else's lie, they still deceive themselves. If it was like, if it was like never a real thing, and they only made it up in their head, then they deceive themselves. So either way, somebody feels like, but I want to know. I want to know if I conjured this up out of thin air. You know, there's like a desperate hope that somebody utterly lied, and it was like, okay, that's why I feel, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it would be better if it wasn't all on you. Or if by some miracle it wasn't a lie and you weren't duped and you didn't lie to yourself, things just changed, right? Like, there's just something about that. But there's news of an exciting endeavor. Tell me about the sudden events that will need your immediate attention. Like I feel like it comes in suddenly and is going to need you to actually think about this. And I feel like you're like, I don't know if I trust myself. Eight of Pentacles, skilled work, and King of Wands. Focus, 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 communicate with vision, being a leader. That's putting you back into the Emperor energy, back in control. So there very well may be some level of work or job opportunities that put you back, feeling like you're back in the saddle, is what I just heard. And the fact that we have, there's two cards out here that talks about trustworthy advice and advice from someone. So you may be receiving a level of advice from somebody that will help you, since you're like, I feel like you feel so murky, because remember, we have darkness looms on the horizon, so you're not really seeing something, but we've got the raven, a message coming in to possibly clarify through the crown. And it could be just a message being sent to you through somebody from spirit to try and help. We've got the Three of Pentacles, and it's like recognition for being a good team player, high quality work. Any more clarity on this? I know it's difficult because you're like, I just want to know. I just fucking want to know. It's like, it's the least I deserve. And it's like, before I step foot on this new path, or before I move forward, creating this different life, that's the reason why all transformation ends up having some level of evaluation. It's like, I want to learn from this. I don't want to do this again. I don't want to be in the same place again. And it feels, that's a book. And it feels, at this point, I'm hurting anyways. I don't care if the truth hurts. I want the truth. Your wish comes true and concerns will fade away. Were they lied to? Shit. Were they lied to, Spirit? Did they deceive themselves? Was there an illusion here? I feel like they're trying to still talk about the thing. I'm going to pick a different one. We want the truth. We're going to let them have it right here, right now. We're not moving forward until they get the truth, Spirit. Until they get the truth. So just, Azathoth Tarot. Did they lie to themselves? Were they lied to? Were they deceived? Did you lie to them, Spirit? Did somebody else lie to them? What is the fucking truth? They at least deserve to know. Well, that started to flip, but it went 360, so that's technically not what we were looking for. Eight of Wands. Communication's coming in. You might be receiving some level of communication from somebody who already has something, because the Emperor's over an empire, right? Eight of Wands. This might be the person that has the job offer. Your clarity is coming in fast. The answer. The truth. They're giving me that saying with the divine doors, you'll know the truth in the way that it feels. Both of these can mean communication. It is saying swiftness. There's a level of I feel like you're going to know the answer to this when this comes in. Like the answer is in the walking away. You're going to know the truth. Because it's like in walking away from something, in turning your back, in moving forward, you get the clarity that you're wanting, the different perspective, the understanding. You get to leave this stagnant space, this time out. I don't know why some of these are like... Sorry, I was just looking at it. There's something with the Ace of Swords. I feel like it's like, tell me now. I feel frustrated. Tell me fucking now. But it's almost as if the Ace, the Page of Pentacles is the answer, or the Page of Wands. It's the answer. It's like saying, you'll know as soon as something happens. You're gonna see. You're gonna know if you were lied to, if you were deceived by spirit, if you deceived yourself, or if it just is how things went. You're gonna know. The answer is not gonna come from spirit. It's gonna come in the tangible. Something is gonna come in quickly. And something about this new start, this pentacle that the page is bringing in, this message of an opportunity, is going to squelch the Five of Wands, this chaos, this strife that you're going through. I need to know more about the Ace of Swords, because there's something there. That card will not leave me the fuck alone. I feel as if it's like I haven't quite said exactly what it is. So you need to kind of like... The Tower and the Strength. I think it's the brutal honesty. You're about to get the brutal honesty. I just said the brutal honesty, and the Devil card came out in reverse. No more illusion. It's going to be perfectly fucking clear to you. You're going to see it plain as fucking day. And if I'm really honest with you, I'm sitting in that energy, and it's almost as if I'm feeling like it wasn't a lie and it wasn't an illusion. Yes, your imagination may have clouded your judgment, or is clouding your judgment right now, because that's what the imagination does. It tries to fill in the blanks. It tries to figure things out. But darkness is not what looms on the horizon. It's honor and good luck. And honor to me feels like getting that recognition. Someone seeing your worth, or it's almost like honoring you for what you have endured. This is why you get this good luck. And this is a Tower moment, but it's not a negative one. This will change things. It's what breaks the dense fog. Whatever it is breaks any level of illusion, because with the Strength card is that little monster, the thing within the lizard brain that wants to constantly catastrophize something, or wants to like convince you of something that's not real. Like, you won't be stuck with the Devil in reverse. You will know once this comes in. And we have the 8 of Wands twice and the Knight of Wands. This is very fast. I'm just going to pull a little bit of Kipper, and then that's going to be that, because I feel like Kipper might give us even better understanding. Within regards to this spirit, before the end of this weekend, will any of this... Okay, stop. Will any of this actually come to pass? Will any of the truth come to be seen? Because right now, the inner, like what they feel, this is what you feel like right now, toil and labor. Like you're just doing what you got to do to be able to get by. But there's a lot of great fortune. For some, this new start is right around the corner. This is like, it's very, very close. The family room is the timing card of like one of the quickest, right? I cannot get love off of the Marriage and Lovers, and that's odd because both are coming out. And I'm like, why doesn't it feel like love? Either you don't believe it, you don't see it because of history, or just because you know that's not real. Expect. Oh, yeah, it doesn't feel real because you expect so much bullshit. You expect to be let down. Yeah, it still has to do with history. What about for others? Because I can promise you, we saw it like, and I know marriage can be like contract. Maybe that's really the answer for all of it. Because on the bottom, look what we've got. So marriage can be like some level of legal agreement and contract with when you're hired by anybody, that's what it is, right? And what was the other one? The other one was Lovers, which is that which is in alignment. Like this could be a job that's in alignment with you. I mean, I guess it is. For most people, I'd say that because we had the 8 of Pentacles. Everything was like skilled work and like financial opportunity and things like that. So I was going to say that's why it doesn't feel like, because it's not. They're using, see, I hate that because like the book will tell you lovers don't mean love unless like another whatever comes out, and it's like, ugh. So when they come out together and I still feel resistance to it, I'm like, okay. And I gotta be honest with you, this may not be, this may be new to you. Like this may be something that's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like it's not something, you know, it's like, there's a card that says skilled work is rewarded, but it's also like a new way of doing it. So it may not be what you would think, you know what I mean? Anything else on the details? Yes, we know you're concerned. Anything else on the details? This has been a long reading, but I had to get beyond just how you're feeling. Holy shit. That's some dense shit. That dense fog is your emotions. Just saying. They were showing me, I shit you not, they kept showing me, there's a female here and like the privileged lady here, and so they were talking, they were saying main female in my head, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, what's that got to do with anything? I got the main female right there. Official person means it is so. It's happening. Feminine energy is one of receiving and allowing. And then the family room card is about timing. It's like, it's so close. You're concerned, but it's very close. It's coming in. You don't necessarily have control over it. It's not like, you know, especially with a job offer, it's not something that you per se generally have a say over. But official person also means it's on its way. It is done. It is official, exclamation point, period, point blank, right? So what can they expect? I'm sorry, let me see here. What can they expect before, like, by Sunday? Anything? What can they expect by Sunday? Okay. What can they expect by Sunday? This is the weirdest shit. Well, whoever, I'm just going to say this, it's a job. And these two are considered the match, right? Whoever finds you to be like the right fit, the right person for something, right? And then the courtship card is all about new contacts, new persons, meetings of any kind, any type of getting together. False person is not having all the information or not knowing if you can trust what is being presented. But the privileged lady is like, this is a stage of luck, of a lot of luck. So what's going to happen by this weekend? Is it meeting somebody? It's wish fulfillment, shit fire, save the matches. Are you fucking kidding me? I heard Saved by the Bell. Unexpected income, wish fulfillment, sudden wealth. Okay. So, okay. Sometimes I wonder, like, if I'm doing, like, this is card deck. That's not what it looks like. This is this. And sometimes it flops in my hands. Okay, guys. So, I feel like Spirit's going to do the whole proof is in the pudding. There's probably no real convincing you right now because you feel deceived and duped. And so they're just like, they're going to wait for the thing to show up to show you whether it was an illusion or not. And right now, the thing that's plaguing you the most is your own imagination. And you feel like something ominous is approaching and like Spirit is trying to give you a message and give you downloads about this good luck and honor that's about to come through for you. It does seem to be in the field of like a new endeavor, something pretty exciting, like getting recognition for your capacity, your abilities. It is surrounding work, right? Skilled work. They definitely, it's coming in. I think it's going to come in pretty quickly, and they're asking you to give it due diligence and thought about this. And you may receive a level of, but it says, like, be a leader, like take the initiative on this. This is the whatever answer you're needing, your wish. So, see, guys, it's the weirdest thing because even with the Kipper, we even remember we had the Two of Cups, but it's like it feels so not love, and I'm like, okay. But I keep thinking of love in the sense of somebody specific. And this just could be finding what you love. Something that you would love to do as far as work goes. That would probably be more likely. But for those where, like, what you thought was an illusion was love, you know, maybe finding new love will tell you whether the old one was a lie or an illusion or what was what. Like, I feel like the answer is in the proof. All right, I'm gonna get a different chair for next time. All right, I hope everybody has a fantastic, wonderful day, and I will see you guys later.